In this video, we're going to install the source code for the case study app for this course. The code is located on the Git server that I gave you access to when you enrolled in this course. So log in first and then come in here to the PrintBay project. So the first thing you're going to need to do is make a fork of this repo, which you can do by coming up here to the fork button. Now this ensures that you can make changes to the source code and push them into your own remote repository. And the added benefit of having a fork is that if you ever get stuck and you need help, you can always share the repository link with me or with other students. So go ahead and select your namespace to create the new fork. Now that you've made a fork, you'll need to clone the forked repo into your local computer. In the last video, when you cloned the Vagrant configuration repo, it included two folders in the root, Data and Vagrant. So now we're going to go ahead and change it into the Data folder. So we're going to type cd data. Now it's important to install the project code exactly here because the Data folder is shared with the virtual development environment. To clone the code, make sure you're on your fork and click the clone button and copy the appropriate URL. Back in the terminal, type git clone and then paste the URL. And now it's very important to then put a space and a dot after the URL. And what that does is it ensures the code is cloned into the current directory and not into a subdirectory. Once the clone completes, let's go back into the Vagrant box by typing cd and a double dot to go up a directory, and then Vagrant, and then we can log back in by going Vagrant SSH. Once inside the box again, change into the app directory. Now this directory is a shared version of the data directory, so you should see your clone project in here. Let's verify that by listing the directory contents. Now the last thing to do is an npm install. So go ahead and type npm install or just npm I. Now it is slower to install from within the Vagrant box. However, there are some dependencies which are environment specific, so you need to do that here in the guest machine. Once that's done, you'll be ready to begin development of the case study project.